Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Harrison back with another episode of the Super Unbothered podcast. I'm your host with the most. I do have a few topics I want to talk about today, and am also recording this as a YouTube video as well for the very first time. So I'm very excited to do that and edit that and get that in the vault for y'all. But I want to talk about a few things today, tonight, as I'm recording this. If you do watch the YouTube version, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff. First off, I want to talk about the Apple Vision Pro. It's the big thing in the tech world right now. It is a very polarizing product in the tech world right now. It's been criticized for its weight. It's been criticized for its battery life and its battery pack. It's been criticized for a lot of things. But I think in the future, Apple is going to mitigate some of those concerns and basically eradicate, you know, um, our feelings about it. And if you're watching the video version of this, you're going to see the tagline, "Welcome to the era of spatial computing," that I'm looking at. And basically, I think that means this is a revolutionary product. It's not just a VR headset like many people are thinking. It is not just a headset you use for games and to play on. It is a computer. Has some M2 chip in it. It is very powerful, very capable of doing multiple things. It can connect to your Mac. It can connect to a wireless keyboard and mouse. It can do a multitude of things that most normal VR headsets aren't capable of doing. So basically, if you're watching the video version, you can see it blends digital content with your physical space. So basically, you'll be looking in your physical space, but that digital content will be there. And depending on the immersion level you are in, how immersed you are into your digital content, it will change your environment around you. That way you can be either fully immersed into your digital content or you can be somewhat immersed into your digital content. So, and I believe the Vision OS is a very prevalent design because it might be the next design for iOS in a way with the circle icons and the bubbly nature of it and stuff like that. So yeah, it is probably the best way to consume media. Um, as far as I'm hearing and what I'm seeing from reviews such as Brian Tong, Marcus Brownlee, I Justine. Um, this is a product that will over time become a mainstay in some people's living rooms and some people's offices and stuff like that. And I think it's a very brilliant product by Apple. I think it's a very calculated product by Apple as well. It's very it's very polarizing though. It's very polarizing what this product is and what it can do and how capable it can be and what we can see with developers making apps for it and whatnot. So, um, but it's mainly for consuming media, but really it's all about as we scroll through here, it's really um a spatial computer. You're computing in space. That makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Um, but yeah, the Vision Pro is pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. It's $3,500. Hopefully, the price goes down a lot more in the future iterations of this product. but I think it's a great product for a first gen product for Apple to start off with this hot as a banger. Props to Apple. All right, that's my next topic. We gonna talk about season two because we got a lot of information about season two of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and War product for a first gen product for Apple to start off with this hot as a banger. Props to Apple. All right, that's my next topic. We gonna talk about season two because we got a lot of information about season two of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone today. If you're watching the video version, you can see what I'm looking at. So season two has a lot of content in it, and we're getting 4 new multiplayer maps. The 4 new multiplayer maps are Departures, Stash House, Vista, and Das House, which is in it is in season. So that means it's gonna come later in the season. I don't really cover that much about the multiplayer stuff. I'll get into why. Because multiplayer it's lost its appeal for me ever since Warzone came out, and I'm more interested in Warzone stuff. And I'm not even gonna talk about zombies because I don't really play zombies like that anymore. So, anyway, multiplayer ranked, you're gonna get some rewards. These camos look atrocious for the amount of work you put in. I'm assuming this is silver, gold, plat, diamond, crimson, iridescent, and top 250. Those are atrocious camos. But anyway, let's go to let's look at Warzone, bro. We're getting some stuff. So, Fortune's Keep is coming back. If you don't know what Fortune's Keep is, it was a map added during the Vanguard season, and it's a resurgence map like Rebirth Island and Ashika Island and Vondel, but it's a castle map and it's really fun. It's got a lot of great POIs on it, and it's a blast. Um, so Fortune's Keep is coming back. We're getting ranked resurgence, and then BR ranked play is to come later in the year. I don't know what later in the year means, but ranked is ranked, and I'm excited that Warzone is finally getting ranked. Again, I mean we had ranked last year, but getting it this early into the year is awesome, even though it is resurgence. So we got Fortune's Keep. We got some details about Fortune's Keep, what it is. So Fortune's Keep is coming off of launch. That's coming on February 7th. So 5 more days. So you got Keep, which was a very popular POI when I played Fortune's Keep during the Vanguard season. Terraces. You got Graveyard, which was also very popular POI, especially this building to the right over here. Lower Town. You got Upper Town. You got Overlook. Connie Outpost, which is not a new POI, but it's kind of behind Winery. You got Pier. You got Lighthouse. You got Winery. You got Gatehouse, which is in the center of the map. You got the Ground Zero, which is the Grotto, if you remember the Grotto. We got some public events coming. Max ammo, double points, is like some crazy stuff, like zombie power ups. Extendable bridges. Squad wipe streaks. So if you wipe squads, you'll get skulls and sickles next to the remaining team's players, your kills, and players watching you. So this keeps count on your squad wipe streak. So if you the amount of squads you wipe. So in the HUD there's usually kills, spectators, and how many people are alive and how many teams are alive. And how many people are watching you. So that is just giving people more incentive to play this map and to play Warzone as a whole. Um, so you have to. It says right here you have to fully eliminate your first team, and at 1 point is added to your squad wipe total, and the match status HUD updates with an icon. Next to this icon is a touchdown countdown bar, giving you or a squad mate around 90 seconds to eliminate your next team. If you're already on a streak, the timer resets. Search and eliminate the next team before the countdown bar empties and continue your streak. After each streak, a white flare shoots up from the last enemy player to be stained. Visible for around 10 seconds, this enables rival squads to spot your aggression if they're observant. Compete with enemy players or teams to obtain the high squad elimination streak in the match, claim an in-game calling card and emblem rewards as you reach squad wipe milestones throughout this and future seasons. Squad wipe streaks will be disabled in ranked play, and remember you're here to score personal best as well as the stop rival squads from increasing the streaks too, which is amazing for pubs. Additional features, getting the PDS back, which basically the PDS basically you place it down in gas and it basically you can survive in gas longer without a gas mask when you place the PDS down in a specific area. So it creates a safe zone basically. So rank play is coming in Resurgence with Fortune's Keep, but this is the first time rank play is going to be in Resurgence. It's always been in BR. Well, it hasn't always been in BR. It just first came last year, but there's trios, there's restricted gameplay elements, and there's skill divisions, just like ranked. So there's bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, crimson, iridescent, top 250. At the end of the season, each season you were set back 3 tiers. So you were Crim 2 and above, you're gonna be Diamond 1. If you were Diamond 1, you're gonna be Gold 1. If you were Plat 3, you would be Gold 3. Stuff like that. So, it makes it really competitive. Really thrive to get those wins, and also let's see, get wins, get kills, stay alive till end game. Basically, it really incentivizes you to play for the win and also play for kills and placement because those matter in points as well. So to adjust for a resurgence, because resurgence is a respawn mode. So basically you die, but if your teammates get killed or they open chest, you come back. So here's some alterations for resurgence. If I can put my mic back on, my mic stand. Place in the top 8 of squads, you get 1 star. Place in the top 5, you get 2 stars. And finish first, you get 3 stars. So those are for placement. And then SR placement. Depending on how many teams are remaining. Resurgence plays a little bit faster because it's on a smaller map and it's not as many POIs as a big map. So depending on how many teams remaining, you get more SR, and then it increases once there's less teams remaining in as terms of kills and assists. 10 kills or 10 assists, you get plus 100. First killer assist, 100 kills, etc., etc. And you get some medals and charms and whatnot for completing some challenges. So death fees. This is what I really want to talk about, focus on with rank resurgence. Death fees are basically every time you die, you every time you die, you lose SR. It deducts some SR. You can't lose more SR from your deployment fee. So you have to buy if after silver 1, you have a deployment fee of so many ever so points that you have to subtract from your SR before you go in, and you get SR as you progress through the map and get kills and assists and kill teams and complete objectives and whatnot, and ultimately place high. So the focus, as it says here, should be to place high with high kills and low deaths. You shouldn't want to be running around dying a bunch of times. You should be wanting to hold POIs and hold teams, and then get kills, and then focus. Don't really focus on the deaths. Focus on more so on the kills, because if you're getting a lot of kills, you're not gonna die a bunch of times. It's simple math. Like if you're getting a bunch of kills on Warzone, you're not gonna be dying a bunch of times because you're getting a lot of kills and a lot of teams can't catch up to you. Because you're constantly rotating, you're constantly catching teams off guard and stuff like that. So these are some of the rewards. Top 250, iridescent, crimson, diamond, platinum, gold, silver, bronze. I'm sorry if y'all can't see this on the audio version. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for this rank resurgence. Is gonna incentivize me to play a lot more and incentivize me to make more content for sure. Next, I want to talk about CDL Major 1. Toronto won. We know that. But I want to get to the 2 through 12 teams. If I pull it up, the Call of Duty League's website real quick, and we go to schedule, and we go to Major 1, and we go to tournament weekend. I want to go through the 2 through 12 teams. So we're going to look at the bracket real quick. And yeah. So first match we have FaZe Gorillas. Every match on Thursday was a 3-0. So we get to Friday. We get some closer matches. Miami Heretics went out sad. We'll talk about them in just a second. The Gorillas shocked everybody by placing top 6. Didn't expect that. So did Surge. They also placed top 6. Royal Ravens placed top 8. Boston Breach top 12. Thieves top 12. They're blowing it up already. New York Subliners, which was the biggest surprise of the tournament, top 12. So we had some pretty irregular placements. Next, winners round 2, we got some better matches. We got FaZe Optic is always a banger. Optic won 2 hard points. FaZe 235, which is S&D, Control, and other S&D. Ultra, Wash, Rocker. It wasn't even close. Even with all the delays and everything. jump back down to Saturday, get Seattle, 3-2 Royal Ravens, which had a very bizarre interview by Illy. Minnesota showed up, got top four, got to Sunday. Optic 3-1 surge, got to Sunday. Go to the winners bracket side, we got Ultra beating FaZe 3-1, which it wasn't really close, honestly. And then Optic beats Rocker on Sunday to place top three. Get into the top three. They get booed out by FaZe and 2 hard points, which didn't make sense because they looked like the best hard point team there. So I thought they would walk away with that, but nope. And then we get an Ultra FaZe rematch in the finals, and it's 4-1 in favor of Ultra, and the maps weren't even close. In my opinion, Ultra looks like the best team in the game. And it's really not close, honestly. We can argue that FaZe and Optic are below them. Like, we can definitely argue that, but as far as like top tier, S tier, I think Ultra is the only team in that S tier, and FaZe just got simply outclassed, outmatched. Map pool was looking ridiculous out of Ultra. All weekend long, they didn't lose a map until the winners finals, and they barely lost a map in the grand final. So, props to Ultra. Shout out to them. They look phenomenal. They look really good. I'm really interested to see how the players adapt to this new patch and how that affects practice. I know LA Thieves is blowing it up. I think Boston Breach is also blowing it up potentially, but don't implode your rosters until like it's set in stone that they're not performing at the level you want them to perform at. So, I'm gonna end this with my thoughts on the current state of my content creation. I've been slacking, y'all, and I need to really do a better job of keeping y'all updated and informed on what's going on in my head and what I want to do with my content. And a lot of it's gonna consist of tech and gaming and lifestyle, mostly gaming and tech. But I'm gonna try my best to keep y'all informed and keep y'all updated with my content and how that goes throughout this journey and throughout this process. So, without further ado, this has been the Super Unbothered podcast. I'm your host with the most, Harrison, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.